Okay, we're doing the Godfather again. This is Godfather Part 2. It was featured in the opening sequence of the film. All right, so this is how this works. We're going to do half of the piece here on YouTube. And if you want to finish it off, you'll have to visit our website. It's free to give it a shot. You'll have access to this whole thing, the sheet music, and all the other music we've put out so far. And I get to put food on the table. And we're going to start, we're going to start with the left hand first. The left hand is basically the underpinning, the harmonic underpinning of the piece. So it's pretty straightforward. We have a bunch of rolled chords. And I guess we'll start with the first phrase. There are 3 chords in the first phrase. This is how they go. This is your first one. We have this, and then back to this. So what do we got? We have 5, 2, and 1. These are your notes. If you can't reach this, it doesn't matter. You don't really need to. You don't have to stretch to reach all these notes. You're going to be rolling it anyway. When you learn this, roll it nice and slow, just across, pivot on the second finger so you can reach the B flat without stretching. There shouldn't really be any tension in the hand when you do this. So just first finger, or fifth finger actually. Second, pivot across to B flat. And practice like that. In one motion across the keyboard to the right. That's your first chord. The second chord is this. So that's 5, 2, 1. Across the first finger, second finger here on C. So again, once you start the first note, you're moving to the right, nice and slow with one controlled and comfortable motion. 5, 2, 1, 2. And the pedal's going to hold everything down anyway. The third one is the same as the first. And that concludes the first phrase. So we have this second, and the third is the same as the first. All right. Now this is the second phrase. We have this to start us off. The first of 3 chords, 5, 4, 2, and 1. Next we get, so that's 5, 2, 1, across the thumb again to C. Notice how similar this second chord is to the first phrase's second chord. There's one difference, the pinky on G in the first phrase and the pinky on A in the second phrase. These 3 notes stay the same. All right, so again, this is the first chord here, and then pinky on A, 2, 1, 2 is the same as you've had in the past. And the last chord is, it's quite far. So what we're going to do here, if I can show you, I'm going to move my hand up here so you can see my hand, what I'm doing. I'm not actually facing my hand straight ahead. I kind of try to rotate a little bit, just a slight rotation to the left, which allows me to play these 2 notes with a little bit more comfort. If I do it this way, I really have to stretch, or not a lot, but enough where I'm not 100% comfortable. So I rotate a little bit. I have a little bit more leverage here and space to work with. And when you're doing this, just bring it down to this. I'm just playing up here so you can see my hand, but you should be doing it close to the edge of the keys. 5, 3 across, pivot on 3, and a 1 on G, which resolves to F sharp. So one more time, those 3 chords are this first, second, and third with a resolution. All right, so don't worry about the rhythm here. We're gonna sort of combine the hands a little bit. Right now, just focus on learning the notes. All right, let's do the right hand. So basically we have this melody which is all in octave form. The melody is, oops, this, yeah. So we have D, 5 and 1. Everything, oh, by the way, everything's 5 and 1 in octaves, unless you hit a black note. Then you can use 4 and 1. Whereas a little bit more, it mitigates the risk of slipping, right? If you use 5, you can slip off. 4 is fairly secure. There's not a lot of chance you're gonna slip off that black note. So we have D, C, B flat, A, G, going back up, A, B flat, C, hold, skip up to G, hold, and a D to finish this off. Like that. Once you hit this D, we got a little lick in the middle here. It goes like this. We have 1, 2, 3. And 2, 1, 2. Now the ends of these licks are on the beat. So this E flat is on beat 2. And this D is on beat 3. So if I count it, it's going to be 1 and 2 and 3. That'll make more sense when I put them together and count everything. Moving on, we have a repetition of the phrase the first phrase, which changes towards the end. So we have this. Same stuff, same material. Up to the B flat, but now instead of a C, we skip up to a D, hold, a C, hold, skip down to an A, hold, and the same little lick. So just learn these notes confidently with some security, and let's put them together. All right, so yeah, I'll play it very slowly with the counting and just follow along, I guess. You can play and replay this as many times as necessary. We have a pickup of 3 notes, and then the hands come in together. 1 and 2 and, actually hold on, before I go on, I want to specify something here. So the hands come in together on A here, right? Now the left hand roll actually begins on A, like this. This might, some people might not agree with this, but for pedaling reasons, I think this is the easiest thing to do. So instead of doing, right, which is what some are wont to do, we're gonna start the roll on the A, like this, right? Cool, let's keep going. So from the beginning we get 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. So what's important here is to know where the hands are aligning. So you can watch that as many times as necessary to see how I'm aligning the hands. I think it's fairly slow enough for you to be able to figure that out on your own. And also there's a little function on YouTube where you can slow the video down and really take your time. That's also good to go. So now in terms of pedaling, let me see, what's the best way to pedal this? Yes, with every change in the left hand, the pedal changes too. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. All right, if you want to finish this off, please visit our website and we'll get to the end of this piece. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Take care.